Amazing secrets hidden in everyday things. When it comes to everyday objects, we sometimes notice flaws in their design. But some things are so cleverly designed that they hold hidden quirks that give everyday items alternative uses, some of which we never realized existed. Before we reveal 15 of these ingenious items, why not hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell? That way you never miss a future upload. Number 15. Tic Tac lids. Have you ever felt generous enough to offer a Tic Tac to a friend only to unintentionally dump a mountain of the minty pellets into your hand? Well, the lid of the Tic Tac box is designed to be tipped upside down, with the lid pulled open to release just one of them. Number 14. Fast food ketchup cups. We've all been to fast food restaurants and forced to use those annoyingly small paper cups to squirt ketchup into, which often leaves you juggling at least 3 of them to your table. Well, the ridges are actually designed to be tugged open to allow a much larger perimeter to fill with ketchup. Number 13. Soda can tabs. Have you ever noticed that hole in the tab of a soda can? Well, its purpose is to be pulled over the sip opening so that a straw can be firmly held in place. How many times have you placed the straw in a can only to have it bob and move around as you try and catch it with your tongue? Number 12. Tape measures. So with a name that explains exactly what it does, we understand if you think the tape measure just measures things. Well, it turns out that it has 2 hidden features. First of all, there's a slot in the hook at the end of the tape. This is so you can slip it onto the head of a screw or nail, allowing you to measure certain things when you don't have another pair of hands to help you. Also, the serrated edge at the end of the tape isn't just to give you a better grip, but rather to score something you're measuring by dragging it backward and forward to leave a mark. Number 11. The little pocket in jeans. You ever notice that little slot inside the front pocket of your jeans? Its original function was to hold a man's pocket watch safely. So now you know where you can keep your timepiece if they happen to go back into fashion. Or at the very least, somewhere to store your loose change. Number 10. Sidewalk bumps are road signs for the blind. You ever notice those bumps that appear on the sidewalk when you're approaching a crosswalk? Well, they're installed at all places where the sidewalk meets the road. This design is not to trip roller skaters, but rather to help the visually impaired stay safe when using the crosswalk. The bumps first appeared in Japan in the 1960s, which soon spread across the world once their effectiveness had been proven. If the long grooves are aligned with the direction of the person that's walking, it's safe to continue. If there's a sudden 90-degree shift in the pattern, it means the person must stop. They will be stepping into the road. Number 9. The drawer under the oven. The drawer beneath the oven is the ideal spot to store pots, pans, and trays, but its intended purpose was to keep food warm while waiting to eat. So next time you're waiting for everyone to be seated at the table, you have somewhere to keep the food nice and hot. That is if you can find space for the clutter that's now stored inside the drawer. Number 8. Bread tags. The tag attached to the packaging of a loaf of bread will tell you how long you have until it becomes inedible. Well, those tags can tell you something else. The color of the tags represents which day the bread was baked. Using Wonder Bread as an example, blue means Monday, green means Tuesday, red means Thursday, white means Friday, and yellow means Saturday. So next time you're standing in the grocery store looking for the freshest loaf, work out how many days ago it was baked. Number 7. That weird bump on your laptop cable saves the electronic world. Have you ever wondered what that weird bump on your computer cable's for? It's a lump of semi-magnetic iron that absorbs electromagnetic and radio frequency interference and converts it into heat. You may find it cool that your smartphone can use a headphone cable as an antenna to pick up FM radio frequencies. This is achieved by not having that lump of semi-magnetic iron to stop static and other frequencies interfering with the device. If all devices don't have the bump in the wire, then the amount of frequencies drawn to them would cause all devices in the world to be engulfed in static interference, which would significantly affect wireless functions, including Wi-Fi connections. Number 6. The arrow on the gas gauge. If you ever look down at your gas gauge and see the dial running past the red, you know it's probably time to fill the tank. If at any minute your car is going to stop, it's important that when you get into the gas station, you know exactly what side your gas tank is on. Well, if you look at the little picture of the fuel pump on the gauge, there should be an arrow pointing to the side of the car the tank is on. Number 5. Keyboard grooves. For those of you watching this video on a PC or laptop screen, take a look at your keyboard. And you see the groove marks on the F and J keys? They're there for expert typers to use as home keys, so they know where to place their index fingers when not looking down at the keyboard while typing. Number 4. Panhole. You may think that the hole at the end of a pan's handle is for hooking it onto something while it's not in use. Well, the slot's actually intended for a dripping spoon to be slotted in there while cooking. This is to avoid having it be set down elsewhere, which makes a mess of your kitchen surfaces. Number 3. The hole in a pen cap. Growing up, we all believed the hole in the top of a pen was designed to be a very poor whistle. Well, the reason behind it is actually to save lives. Before the hole was implemented, there was a surprising number of people who choked on the cap after placing it in their mouth while writing. In the event of this happening, the small hole allows air to reach the lungs until medical attention arrives. Number 2. Hole in the elevator door. You ever noticed the tiny hole in the elevator door and wondered what its purpose is? Those who have been unfortunate enough to be locked into a broken elevator will know that it is, in fact, a keyhole for a repairman to manually override the locking mechanism and free you. Number 1. Soft drink lids. The lid of a soft drink prevents your soda from splashing out as you're walking, as well as giving you a slot for your straw to fit in. The plastic lids were designed with other functions too. If you take the lid off, there's a perfect circle to hold the bottom of your cup for added stability. This also works as a coaster to prevent rings and to catch condensation running down the cup. That concludes our list of useful items that hold a few handy hidden tricks. Next time you use any of these items, be sure to take full advantage of what they can do. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. That way you'll never miss one of our fascinating facts videos. Thank you for watching.